Good morning, everybody. It's Alison from Engli-teach. Say hi. Welcome to a wonderful live English lesson. I feel like it's been ages, everybody. And first of all, big thank you to everyone for following our page and liking all of our wonderful videos. We are now at 15,000 followers, which is amazing. Thank you. I'm so pleased this has helped you. Okay, today we are going to be looking at was and were with the past and the present tense. This is something you asked me to do a lesson on last week when I was doing a live with one of our students here. Hello everybody. Hello Rebel. Hello Arija. Hello everyone. So today's lesson we're going to be looking at was and were. Just looking for my screen. Okay, so let's get on to the first part. The question was from the student last week on the Engli-teach page, when do I use was and when do I use were? I often get confused when I'm speaking English. So these are the grammar rules for was and were. Okay. First of all, let me get my pen, and I think we'll have a nice red today. Okay, you always use was here when you are using the first and third person in English. So, I, she, and he and it are the first and third person. So first person is I, he, she and it, you're talking about someone else. So that's third, what we call the third person. That's the first rule. So was is only, sorry, for the first and third person. Now, we also only use was when we are using the past tense. This is the grammar, okay? This is the tense. So if you are talking about something or writing about something that already happened, then it's the past tense. Maybe you're writing an email to your boss about something that already happened. Maybe you're writing a postcard on holiday about an activity that you already did. This is past tense, okay? It's already happened. Yesterday, last week, last month, last year. It's behind us, okay? It's behind us. Already happened. So we say, we use was. I was at home. He was a worker. She was in London. It was warm. Okay? Carry on thinking because at the end of the lesson we're going to be doing a great big activity together and you are going to be choosing the right answers. So it's I was at home, he was a worker, she was in London, it was warm. Past tense, already happened. Now let's say you want to talk about something happening now, or you want to write about something that's happening now. We would use the present tense. But what would we use was? Would we use was? No, we would not. what we would use is am and is. So the present tense here is I am eating. He is at work. She is a teacher. It is snowing. So not only are you saying these things are happening now, okay, but you're also using this in the first and the third person. What about here? We, it's not we is, that would be wrong. It's not we is, it's we are studying. We are studying. You are married. They are here. Okay. Fahim, if you find this easy, then go on to our more advanced things, either on our website or somewhere else. But this was something a student asked specifically on our lives last week. So we're helping those students with that. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Now let's have a little look at our activities, okay? So here we're going to be choosing whether it is we was or we were. We was or we were, okay? Now you can tell me in the comments what you think this should be. So, Jane, we're going to start with number 1. Jane, and as I'm saying this, as we're working through this, also say it out loud to practice your English pronunciation. Number 1, is it Jane wasn't at college last week or Jane weren't at college last week? Let me know, wasn't or weren't, put it in the comments, wasn't or weren't. Jane wasn't at college last week or Jane weren't at college last week. Ooh, not many answers, so is this too hard for some of you? Oh, let me know. I'm going to cross out the one that it shouldn't be. Jane wasn't at college last week. Jane wasn't at college last week. Number 2, it was snowing yesterday, or it were snowing yesterday. It was snowing yesterday or it were snowing yesterday. Now this, even English people get this one wrong. People from the countryside of the south of England would say it were snowing yesterday. That's an accent. It were snowing yesterday. However, sadly, people from Somerset in England, that would be incorrect. We would say it was snowing yesterday. Well done, class. It was snowing yesterday, not it were. Okay, excellent. Number 3, my grandparents wasn't in Italy last year, or my grandparents weren't in Italy last year. My grandparents weren't in Italy last year, or my grandparents wasn't in Italy even last year. Franglais, England, Italy. Which one is it? Is it wasn't or weren't? Number 3, wasn't or weren't? My grandparents weren't in Italy last year. You can say were not, but obviously we're using a contraction, so it's weren't. Andy was in the area at the weekend, or Andy were in the area. Number 4, Andy was in the area at the weekend, or Andy were in the area. And say these sentences out loud wherever you are right now, at home or walking your dog, whatever you're doing. Say the sentence out loud. Andy was in the area at the weekend. Well, Mustafa, it's was. Mustafa, it was Andy was in the area at the weekend, unless you're replying to the comment before. When you're replying, put the number of the question so I know which one you are replying to. We're on number 5 now. So when you write your comment, write 5 and then the answer, so I know. So number 5, Mark wasn't happy yesterday, or Mark weren't happy yesterday. Mark wasn't happy yesterday, or Mark were happy yesterday. Which one is it? Mark wasn't happy yesterday. Number 6, who can tell me what is the answer for number 6? They was late for school last Thursday, or they were late for school last Thursday. Number 6. They was late for school last Thursday, or they were late for school last Thursday. Yes, they were late for school last Thursday. Well done, Gusty. Yes. Number 7. Martha wasn't tired yesterday, or Martha weren't tired yesterday. Martha wasn't tired yesterday, or Martha weren't tired yesterday. And practice your pronunciation. Say it out loud. Number 7, what is it? Number 7, tell me. Martha wasn't tired yesterday, or Martha weren't tired yesterday. It's Martha wasn't tired. Martha wasn't tired. Ooh, 50-50s there. Okay, number 8. Claire and Arthur was at the cinema last night, or Claire and Arthur were at the cinema last night. Say it out loud. Claire and Arthur were at the cinema last night, or Claire and Arthur was at the cinema last night. Which one is the correct answer? Woo! Claire and Arthur were at the cinema last night. Yes, very good. Well done, everybody. You did very, very, very well there. Excellent, excellent work. Okay, so just remember when you're creating longer sentences, longer clauses, that it's was with the first and third person, and were, you use are or is in the present tense. Those are the 2 main rules. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add to the Engli-teach free access account some extra activities on this, but harder activities. So you're going to have multi-choice and also a written assessment, and it's free. So make sure you have registered yourself with a free access account on Engli-teach.com, and you can then take this assessment. It's free. So this is the basic rules which we did today. Now you're going to apply this to harder sentences, double clauses, and little bits of narrative. Okay. Thank you, Aragona. Okay. And also I will be uploading to YouTube some harder lessons on this, but more advanced, okay? So make sure you're also subscribed to the YouTube channel. All right. Okay, everybody, that's it for today. A very quick lesson, however, 17 minutes. Don't forget to make your free access account, and I will see you all again later on today for a free English speak lesson. Speak to you later. Goodbye.